Okay, yeah, it's getting pretty serious now, as you can see on the screen. The Israel beings are showing up. Left and right, left and right, left and right. Have no doubt, this is it. And on the screen, you see BillyHeartBeing, he likes to be called. He said at one time. UpLiftingHumanityNET is the domain he's in charge of. And I'm tuned in to him tonight on the 12th of August, 2017. Again, he is an Israel being. And that's who I've been showcasing with my time online for the last few months, getting very serious about the deal with Israel. Go figure out how the art of the deal manifested itself into the USA Corporation, Operation Deal, DIL. And this guy here, Billy, is very much in tune with the Israel current that flows in your mind. It's a state of mind. It's not a geographical place. Israel is a state of mind. It manages the greatest nation on the earth. The greatest nation on the earth is your imagination. I'm a G nation. Imagination. Israel is a state of mind, not a place. So if that doesn't clue you into the time that we're living in right now, I don't know what to tell you, because the majority of the world believes in nonsense. However, they are cluing in very quickly to the reality that we call gravity. And I'm not talking about the scientific definition of gravity. I'm talking about reality gravity. So the gravity of the energy of the inertia that's flowing is absolutely maximizing. That's why a lot of the frequencies and resonances have been discovered and picked up and documented and presented online for people to understand what is going on about this special time that we live in. So the title for his video, that he's put out March 24, 2017 is titled, "Are You Here to Destroy the Current Paradigm?" Paradigm, paradox. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go. I'm going to videotape it and do what I do along the way for the people that are Israel. So that's the formula. That's always been the formula. It always will be the formula. One by one by one by one. If you wrote it down on a piece of paper, it would be 1111, and you put 3 plus marks, X marks, or crosses in between the numbers. You put 1 in each, between each number, you get 3 X's, 3 crosses, or 3 pluses. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start this video. See what he has to say. May 24, 2017. Wasn't so long back. And yeah, that's the deal with Israel. Keep it Israel. The shift is balancing.
Everything you get from that is a waste of time. The best thing you'll get from doing the wrong thing is the message that this is not who I am. But anyway, I want to talk about today. I'm laughing because a friend said something earlier. Anyway, let's get serious. We come to this planet, my friends. We are here as destroyers. If you are watching this video now, if you are on and you are tuned into this frequency, or if you are here, it's not an accident that you're here. You are one of the destroyers. Just like Shiva, I think they call Shiva the destroyer.
Yeah.
The cosmic lover, destroyer. What that means is we come into a planet where there's a bullshit system running and operating, and we come in and we destroy this place from the ground up. We annihilate falsehood in the spirit realm. But first, in order to do that on a bigger scale, you have to eradicate it out of your own life.
Okay, so at this point, what I wanted to say about this person, this entity, this spirit, is that my connection with him is from someone that was very dear to me, and his traits and characteristics and the way he articulates is very, very much like this person that I got to know in my lifetime. And we're at just about 2 minutes into the 32 second video, 13 minute, 32 second video. And he's talking about, the destroyer. I used to see it that way when I didn't see the big picture. And the big picture is this. Each one of us are an electronic circuit. And when you get circuits closer together, they work better and they're more powerful. Is that agreeable? You have an electric current in your brain. So I don't really see it anymore as destroying anything. I look at it as taking it back. It's like a reclaiming of what it should be. It's like taking what was built, the way it was fashioned and formed, and doing something good with it like it was meant to be. Its initial manifestation from the man or the woman that crafted it. I mean, we don't create nothing here. We like to think we like to create everything here, but no, it's man-made. However, straight up, it's made from our great master maker, creator of all, the Almighty of this existence that we all get to experience. So I wanted to say that real quick because the Shiva, when he brought up this, I have a very huge high volt connection to that area of the world, and that is the last, I guess I could say, gate that we all have to get through. Having that mentality and that mindset of destroying everything and then building it back up. I mean, we've been doing that. That's exactly what we've been doing. Absolutely. Everything is annihilated and destroyed, and then life has to start over again. It's like this nasty lesson, a playground lesson. You take a little one, or people go to a playground to play. There's no one that goes to the playground, to get in a fight and cause problems. If they do, then they either get corrected at the playground or they go home. And that's what this place is. So this is the creation's playground, and we're playing in it. And we have to change our mindset universally as just the big picture as the circuit in our brain tells us what to do and how to do it. And you just really have to understand that this is an experience. This whole place is an experience. And there's a bigger lesson. And the lesson is that we have to reclaim it. And in order to properly name it. And the name is L-O-V-E, and that's the only common thread that's left that humanity thinks about and wishes about and ponders about and wonders about. And then they become an Israel, and then their light goes on. And their Israel light. And then their nation becomes the greatest nation on the earth. That's always been the greatest nation and always will be. And that's them as a person, as an entity, as a soul, with their imagination. So I paused it at 1:43 with this look from Billy here, like he would be actually here. This is what I would say to him if he was here in the room with me, which he is, obviously, because he's on the screen in front of you. And I just didn't get here by coincidence, because a coincidence is a slap in the face to this grand design, this intelligent design that we all reside within. Now, you can look at it as a big game or whatever you want to call it, but love is one thing, is a game. Love is never a game. It's never a game. It's not up for any games. None. Zero, zippo. We all play games with it. We all have played games with it. And then we become an Israelite. And then we don't play games with it anymore. So anyway, I wanted to say that because that mindset, that last gate, that's very important. That Shiva, the destroyer, sits at that gate. And there's no one that can get past unless you're an Israelite. If you can see the bigger picture about reclaiming, I'm going to go through and I'm going to reclaim what they did and they took from you-know-who. You-know-who meaning whatever you believe created everything. And then Shiva will let you pass. At least that's what I've learned from my connections from that part of the earth. So, on with the show. My name's Johnny. It was a sin. I took their bet. They regret. You might know the rest. Okay, let's go, Billy. Because I really balance with this person, like I'd said, on a very, very deep spiritual, very comforting level, So, here we go.
We eradicate it out of our own lives.
That's true.
And then, all you have to do is open your mouth, and you can create and destroy. But right now, what needs to happen, and what is happening, is in order for this birthing process to take place that's happening on this planet, this new, we're going through the birth pains, as some people say. In order for that to happen, in order for this new earth to manifest, we have to destroy what is already here. And I guarantee if you are watching this video, you came to take part in the destruction, the step-by-step destruction of the falsehood on planet Earth, and the scarcity and the belief system that, we're losers and we're nobody and we're human. We're not human. We're divine beings. We're not spiritual monsters. Again, that's what the word human means. We're not human. We are divine. Oh, I'm just a man. I'm just a human. Look at me. Oh, we're not. We're divine, beautiful beings. And that's the thing. That's the key. Is who do you identify with? Because everybody watching this, everybody on this planet, everybody in all of creation, there's a true you. Well, let's just talk about this planet because we're catching up to who we are. We're getting up to speed. See, because right now we're vibrating. You're vibrating, I'm vibrating, we're vibrating at this speed. Who we really are is at the finish line, so to speak. Maybe there's no finish line, but, there is no finish line. There's no finish line. Wow, I guess just brief pit stops, just places to take a bathroom break and chill out for a few minutes or decades or aeons, and then you hop right back into the endless cycle of creation. I was going to say rat race, but it's not really a race, but just to get that idea flowing through your head. So we come here, we come to destroy things. You can't do anything new here until you kill what's going on here. And it's funny because in the Bible, I know somebody's going to say, there's always people commenting, the Bible thumping Christians, and saying this and saying, oh, you're going to go to hell for the stuff you're saying. I've been to hell. Hell is the reality I created with my own asleep and ignorant mind. Hell is the reality you create for yourself when you're not being who you are. Hell is the reality you create for yourself when you're not being who you are. You say, oh, you're going to go to hell. Really? We must all live through our own personal hells. If you want to get to heaven, which is head in, is it Eden? It's the mind.
Yep.
Okay, look at the word Eden and just put an H in front of it. It's headed. It's in your mind. It's a frequency. So you can't appreciate heaven if you don't live through your own personal hell and trauma and all this kind of stuff. And so we transcend hell, to destroy all this stuff. But anyway, because they say the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but the destructive process is just as much a good thing also. So you can, to destroy, it doesn't mean to take a hammer. To destroy something doesn't mean to take a hammer and go outside and start knocking buildings down. That's not what destruction means necessarily. Destruction means you learn the knowledge. It comes to you, you listen to it, you research it, you find stuff inside your own spirit that's already there, and you take it out and you use it, and you see, destruction is a natural part of truth. The truth will destroy you. The truth will destroy what's not you. I should rephrase that. The truth will destroy all the masks I've been wearing. It's still every day I'm peeling back. I'm an onion. We're cosmic onions. The truth will destroy every mask you've been wearing, the mask we are still wearing. It's just like there's certain masks. Well, how should I say this? There's certain roles we have. So I have this kind of role, and maybe in certain other ones. So you can step into that, and then you step out. It's just like Jesus. Jesus would teach, that Jesus figure would go and teach, masses of people, and then he would leave and walk in the forest alone. So you fulfill, you do your spiritual duties and obligations, and then you can go chill out for a bit. Because if you don't fulfill your obligations, something in you is going to keep biting at you. It's going to say, man, there's something I need to do. What is it? Happens to me all the time. Especially when I go traveling or when I do, and I'm not doing this kind of stuff. There's always something biting in me saying, hey, dude, there's something you gotta be doing. You didn't come to just, lollygag. And although we have a lot of fun here, there's certain things you came here to do. There's certain contracts you have that you need to acknowledge and maintain. Because if you don't, your life will be miserable. Your life will be miserable if you don't acknowledge your contracts. If you don't listen to your own heart, that's how you'll know about the contracts that you have written into you in light language.
You hear the crow in the background.
Soul, they're etched into you. It's like light codes, and they come out of you.
Okay. Did you hear the crow in the background? He's talking about the codes and the light codes that come out of us. Try not to ever lose focus that we're an electric current circuit. That is really the most important focus to maintain Israel in existence is that we're not that great. I mean, we are great. Of course we're great because of the way we're created. But to lose sight that we have an electric current in our mind, in our brain, that produces electricity and in turn pumps an organ called a heart that's like our motor, and that's what keeps us alive. And that's a very, very, very great creation. And to dismiss that and to think that we can control absolutely every aspect of our life is extremely dangerous. And if anything, that's what the definition of HELL means to me, is when you lose sight of that, you forget that, then that's where you live at. And this existence and other existence, that's something that has to be spoke about, acknowledged. We are very beautiful, intelligently designed creatures experiencing the ultimate experience of all experiences. And that's the only thing that I can gather at this point, because these people that get so close, like Billy, or like Richie, or like Jaron, or like Face Like the Sun, or like ODD, or like Jenna Marbles. I mean, I think Jenna Marbles made it past Shiva. Okay, I mean, Jenna Marbles is a female that puts everything right in your face. You can like it or not, and she absolutely does not care what you think about anything that she says or how she acts or what she does. Her light is so bright that it blinds people so they can't even get to that gate where Shiva stands. And if you don't acknowledge the great creation with that focus always in your conscious, in your foremind, in your forefront, and that is that we are a circuit, and we are not in control of everything all the time. And Shiva will not be deceived or tricked or anything when it's about that. And so I'm going to go ahead and see, he has 4 or 5 minutes here. We're going to see where he goes. On with the show, yo-yos. Get your string. It's Israel time. It's the deal at Israel. Keep it Israel. The deal in the news.
You know, the same way juice comes out of a watermelon. You're just going to know. You're just going to know. It's going to say, go to this person, go to that city, let go of this thing I'm doing, move on to the next thing, talk to this person. You know, these are how the things manifest. It's not a magical book that's going to fall to you from the sky. It's just it's us being able to read our own instructions. It's us being able to read and interpret our own instructions, that we might have discussions at a real level. And I'm going to start a new website. This is in the process. That's going to be a bigger. Anyway, before that happens, we're going to have a forum or some kind of survey or something where you guys can comment topics of interest, and the one. Maybe we'll have that every week or every month or however often, probably every week when this channel gets more popular. And other people I'm collaborating with. But, so I encourage you today, let's do a little thing. Please comment below what topics interest you. I want to get an idea of what kinds of things. I know I've had many people do it in other videos, but I'm specifically requesting on this video, if you can comment below and say what kind of things interest you. I want to start getting ideas of what kind of paths and topics interest you. I know we'll do it more professionally soon, where we'll have some kind of electronic submission thing, and people can type in or choose from a certain list of categories and whatever pops up.
You can do that on Facebook, man. You know that.
Certain whatever, we can do video on that based on popularity. So yeah, so please comment below whatever topics interest you, and I want to get an idea and maybe start doing a couple. So that'll be fun. Again, we're here to destroy. You're here to destroy this current system, to make room so you can breathe in the new frequencies, breathing in that fresh ass prana, baby.
Yeah.
Infinite waters.
Infinite waters.
Beautiful, beautiful guy.
You know
it's important to know. I feel inclined to say this because there's many teachers out there, many gurus and shurus and whatever.
Israel.
Just because somebody is teaching. When we were in third grade, we had a third grade teacher. Just because a teacher is teaching you third grade material doesn't mean they don't have fourth grade knowledge. Let me say that again. Just because a teacher, you're in third grade, I'm in third grade, and I have a third grade teacher, that doesn't mean, and she's a grown woman, that doesn't mean that third grade teacher doesn't have experience that transcends the third grade. So it's important to keep that in mind when there's certain spiritual teachers and stuff on YouTube, because they tend to get a bad rap, if you will, and say, this guy is just talking about basic stuff, chakras and simple stuff. It's not true, because what they're talking about is, but there's different levels of teaching. So somebody might have taken up a position as a third grade teacher. Others go off and they learn how to teach, Latin to college students. Others teach physical education. There's all kinds of stuff. So keep that in mind, that we're not limited to our roles. We have certain roles, but we can also transcend the roles. So
you're a baker.
They don't necessarily define us. They do, but I guess they're a tool to expand our own consciousness and a tool of growth. We take up certain positions on this planet to learn more about ourselves because of what comes along with a certain profession or a certain career or whatever. So just a short message today. Thank you for listening. The website now is BillyHeartBeing.com. I think soon it will be something else. Maybe it will be a bigger platform, something like Free the People, Operation Free the People, or
Deal,
something like that. Thanks, guys, for listening. I appreciate you. God bless you on this journey, and safe travels. And again, just as a last reminder, anybody that is still interested, anybody that is interested in the advancements or the retreats that are taking place in July, you can email me at BillyHeartBeing@gmail.com. My email is in the description in case you didn't get it, BillyHeartBeing@gmail.com. I've done videos of where the retreat/advancement will be, so check those out. They were about a week or 2 weeks ago. And I also do Skype sessions.
Okay, that was nice. So yeah, the deal is real. He is, whether or not he knows it or not, a part of the collective conscious that we've been doing massive network infrastructure placements since October 31st, 1996. So we're approaching our 21st year. The deal, the world's member-owned company. In the news, the deal, go figure out the color of the house.